Melanie again. Tonight we are making a chicken and kale braid, which is actually a kind of an adaptation of one of our most popular recipes, which is the chicken and broccoli braid. And this is actually in the 40th anniversary edition of our Season's Best. This is really good. This is actually something that my kids just saw that I was making and were like, yay, we get to have that for dinner. So guys, it's a good way to get your kids to eat some kale and some vegetables, wrap them up in crescent rolls, and it's delicious. So I'm starting out here by grating some Parmesan cheese. It might take a few minutes, but I wanted to show you everything. So this is about 4 ounces of Parmesan cheese. I want to end up with about a cup. And grating your own cheese fresh, it's going to make it be more flavorful, it's going to last longer, and look how easy it is. And if you buy it in bulk, you can even grate it and then freeze it. So really good. Fresh Parmesan is just the best. You can use this. This is our fine grater. But you can see it folds like this, and then it folds down for easy storage. So we have the coarse and the fine. The fine is great for Parmesan cheeses, hard cheeses, and chocolates. I think this cheese might go a little bit farther than I had anticipated. I want about a cup is the goal. And when you're using this, make sure you use the food holder. I like this food holder a lot because you can just pop it off and put the food right in. And I've got these cut into little cubes that will fit right in there. And then you pop it back on. I think I'll just do that one. Alright, I think after we finish this one, we will have just about enough. So I'll put those to the side. Save them for pasta night. Alright, so I've got our cheese grated up here, and so funny story, I usually keep kale in the freezer. I just buy the big bag and use what I need and then put the rest of it, make sure it's washed and dried completely, and put it in a freezer bag. I did not have any left, so you guys get to see me make it with frozen spinach tonight. I just defrosted a little bit, squeezed out a little bit of the water. So this is pretty versatile. If you don't have kale and you have spinach, you can always do that, but it's still gonna be good. My kids aren't gonna know the difference. So I'm going to add in our cream cheese. This is about 4 ounces of cream cheese that was left over. I've got 2 cups of chopped chicken, and this chicken is left over from our roast chicken that we cooked on Sunday. And I just cut that apart and pulled it off as I pulled it off the chicken. I've got our Parmesan cheese. And I need 2 teaspoons of garlic and herb rub. And a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And here I can use our adjustable measuring spoon, so I can just use 1 spoon and not have to dirty 2. And now I also need a 1/4 cup of roasted, or a 1/2 cup of roasted red peppers. Slice those up, chop them up. They don't want to come out. A fresh jar. Alright, that should be more than enough. Put that one back in. Alright, you're going to see I'm using my blue Santoku knife, coated Santoku knife again. I reach for this a lot because it is really just great for all of the small jobs that you have in your kitchen. And so when you're cutting it's really important, you want it to get a good grip. You put your thumb on one side and your finger you curl around the other side. And you also want to do is what we call the claw grip, where you curl your fingers under so that you are not going to cut off your fingertips. So if you did accidentally slip and cut yourself, you'd just be getting your knuckles and not your fingers, not the tips of your fingers, which is going to be a lot less emergency roomy. And a couple of these are a little bit bigger. And add those in. I just got these all into my batter bowl. I like that because then I could defrost the spinach in it right in the microwave and not have to change and dirty up 2 bowls. So I'm just gonna mix this all up. It's gonna be so good. You guys, these rings and braids that we have, my kids go nuts for these. And so tonight we're just gonna serve this up with some fruit because it's got vegetables in it. It's got meat, it's got vegetables, and it's something that my kids are actually gonna eat. So I'm not worried about whether or not they are getting everything that they need because it's all gonna be right in there. They might pick around the peppers, they might pick around some of the spinach, but they're not gonna be able to pick around all of it. So they're gonna get some vegetables. I got that all mixed up. Go around just to make sure I got all the cheese. And I am going to wipe this off real quick and bring over our crescent rolls. I am going to use our rectangle stone for this. It's great, it's nice and flat. I like that when I go to cut, it's gonna be right there. Our large bar pan will work out great for this as well. Or if you have our entertaining platter, that will work out great too, because then you can just move it, especially if you're setting it out as an appetizer, then you can just move it over to the table and it looks really nice. I love that entertaining stuff. But this is our new stoneware, so I am going to be able to just pop this in the dishwasher, so it's an easy dinner to make and an easy dinner to clean up. So I'm just going to roll these crescent rolls out. Might hang over the edge just a little bit. And this I think would be something that you could easily have too. Like if you don't have as many people to feed as I do, you just 1 or 2 people, you could probably just make half of this and it would still be good. Although I'm telling you, the leftovers are good if you reheat them the right way. So we're just going to roll this out and press it together so that everything is sealed. And you could use a rolling pin for this, or just your fingers like I am. And then I am going to add our filling right down the middle third of this. And you want to leave about 1 inch on the ends and 3 inches on the sides to make sure that you have enough for the braid. My mix and scraper to get every last little bit. We don't want to miss any of that goodness. Alright. In the directions it says that you can use kitchen shears. I'm just going to use a pizza cutter. And you want to cut 1-inch strips. And let's say how many. Just want to make sure that I do the same amount on either side. where it's hanging over a little bit, it doesn't want to cut. I guess I could fold it over. Ta-da! Thin on me. These braids just turn out so pretty and they are such a hit. If you are looking for something to take to a party, whenever we get to go partying again, it's great. And if you make it on the stoneware, then it's going to stay warm on the way there. It's easy to just toss in the oven once you get there to reheat. And again, it just looks so pretty and it's a crowd pleaser. So now we're going to do the braid part, which is we just are going to take a piece, one twist, and seal it to the next side. Take a piece, one twist, seal it to the next side, all the way down to make it, I can get that squished together, to make it look like a braid. See, it's going to look so fancy. We're going to put some egg wash and some sesame seeds on top. And if you take this somewhere, everybody's going to be like, oh, it's so pretty. It looks like you worked so hard. And you're going to be like, yeah, it was so hard. Not at all. I'm such a great cook. Nobody's got to know how easy it is. Or you can say, oh my gosh, it's the easiest Pampered Chef recipe. Let me send you the link. That works great too. This is a fun thing if your kids like to help you out in the kitchen. I mean, it's essentially Play-Doh. Just folding it over and pushing it down. And then we fold the ends and give them a little squeeze to make sure that nothing falls out. Look at how pretty that is. Now, let my fingers off a little bit. We are going to crack one egg into our little prep bowl here and whisk it up. Love my little mini whisk. No job too small for the mini whisk. Right down in there in that 1 cup prep bowl. And brush this right over the top. This is going to help the crust get nice and golden brown. And it's going to help these sesame seeds stick too. There we go. Almost done. And sesame seeds, it says I need a teaspoon. I'm just gonna open it up and shake them on there. How fun is that? All right, now I just pop it in the oven and bake for 22 to 25 minutes until it's brown and delicious. And while that's cooking, I'm gonna clean up because everything that I use today is all dishwasher safe. So I'm gonna rinse those out and put them in the dishwasher and then cut up some fruit for my kids. All right, thanks for watching. I'll come show you when that's done. Hey, my timer's going off and just pulling this out of the oven here. Oh my goodness, look how nice and browned up it did. I went the full 25 minutes. This thing's kind of hard to get a hold of. decided to eat this. Turn off my oven here. And while it was cooking, I cleaned up my whole kitchen. That's my favorite kind of dinner, the one that's cleaned up before I even get started. So I'm just going to cut this with my pizza cutter. And then you'll get a strip. And if you're doing this like as an appetizer, you could even go down the middle, and that'll get you more servings out of it. So that's all. Again, I'm just gonna cut up some fruit and serve it. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoy this one. It's one of our favorites.